If you're looking to start a new contracting career or even independent consulting career, here are some things to just consider. Number one, why do you want to do it? Are you ready to be the person who is really depending on themselves, betting on themselves to actually get work, make the money that needs to be made, and produce the value that needs to be produced? That's the first thing. The second thing is, do you have clarity centered around what your generalist or specialist skill is? So, as a generalist, sort of like specialism, or sort of role, you could say that I'm a project manager that works within the public sector. As a specialist, you could say I'm a program manager that specializes in digital transformation within the NHS. So you can see what the difference is. Specialist is great for sort of like thriving times in the economy, and generalist is better for difficult times like now within the economy as well. The third thing is really understanding, okay, what does my money look like? Do I want to save minimum 4 months worth of expenses? Do I want to save more, etc., etc.? So you have to make that decision based on your financial circumstances. The next thing is centered around the market. Can you see that there's demand in the market? Go onto CV Library right now or LinkedIn Jobs. Can you see roles similar to what you do right now, or the specialism that you're moving into, that is in demand? That will give you a great idea. The next thing you need to do is speak to different people. So I had a great friend that I spoke to. So speak to a contractor, or contractor, should I say, speak to agents, speak to ex-colleagues, speak to all these different people to get an idea of what the market is looking like. And I guess the other thing you need to think about is you need to change your CV and LinkedIn. It needs to be conducive to what hiring managers are looking for, so you articulate your value extremely well. I've spoken about this a lot on my YouTube channels. You can check that out. Another thing you need to consider is, if you were to leave, what are the steps and the processes and the notice that you need to provide when you leave? So bearing all this stuff in mind, this should give you a really solid idea. And even if you're in employment right now, you could either, one, be in a situation where, again, you can start looking for roles and start speaking to people to get a flavor of what's happening from an agent standpoint or a recruiter standpoint. Or two, if it wills it, let's say, for example, you find outside of I-35 roles, you could do that on top of what you're doing as your side gig. But again, outside of IR35 roles, may be far and few depending on the situation. So hopefully that helps. Let me know your comments on this below. All right, peace.